It's a major setback to Kargil martyr Saurabh Kalia's family's fight for justice. The Modi government has refused to approach the International Court of Justice against Pakistan in the gruesome killing of Saurabh Kalia by the Pakistani forces during the Kargil war. In its reply in Parliament to a question by Rajya Sabha MP Rajiv Chandrasekhar, the Modi government has said that moving the International Court of Law against Pakistan won't be practicable. Remember, when BJP was in opposition, the party had slammed the UPA government over its refusal to approach the International Court. But now the NDA government has toed the UPA line on this issue. Shocked over the response of the Modi Sarkar, martyr Saurabh Kalia's family has said that they were not expecting this from the new government. Captain Saurabh Kalia was captured by Pakistani troops during the Kargil war and was held in captivity and tortured gruesomely. Last year, a video had gone viral in which a Pakistani soldier had admitted that Saurabh Kalia was tortured and killed during the Kargil war in 1999.
Actually, Indian government policy towards Pakistan has never been clear. Sometimes we to fight or with Pakistan. Sometimes we play cricket with Pakistan. We invite their artists, but it is all confused. Either it is BJP or it is Congress government. They have the same position. They may be vocal outside. They may be vocal to media. They may be vocal to some functions, but heart of hearts, they are the same. In fact, the Honorable Apex Court of India has also directed our cases also lying pending in the Apex Court. The panel of judges has also advised government to take up this issue at the international level. Of course, about this, our United Council, Mr. Arvind Sharma can elaborate better. But I am ever hopeful.
The stand of the earlier government and the new government, I did not expect any change in the new government stand. But now the issue is before the court, Supreme Court. Now the court will decide whether we can refer this matter to the International Court of Justice or not. Because as per me, there is total violation of the Geneva Convention. Now whether it is a bilateral agreement between India and Pakistan to sort out issues, but this issue requires international court or international interference. There are cases where Pakistan has got to International Court of Justice. Maybe they have not succeeded in that. But they approached the International Court of Justice without the consent or the bilateral, the binding of the bilateral agreement between the two countries. Why can't we go?
Okay, so clearly the BJP government has gone back on its words, at least the posturing that they were doing during the UPA term. Joining me in the studio now is Colonel V.N. Thapar, who's the father of one of our brave soldiers, Vijayan Thapar, Captain Thapar, who was also martyred during the Kargil war itself. Colonel, your first reaction, did you really expect that with the change in government, the response would have really been any different?
Well, actually, to tell you the truth, not only me, but a lot of well-minded Indians, spirited Indians, and the armed forces would be very disappointed with what they have heard today. It is really very sad for the country and for the fraternity of the armed forces. It gives a signal that the kind of backing that should be coming to the armed forces is missing or is diluted.
Right.
So I'm very disappointed.
You know, your son himself was also martyred during the Kargil war. And
That's
we're
right.
talking about Captain Saurabh Kalia. We saw that gruesome video which went viral last year.
That's right.
But the government, much like the UPA in its affidavit had stated in the Supreme Court, cites the international norms, saying that we cannot approach the ICJ till the time there is bilateral, in fact, mutual agreement from Pakistan as well.
No, I agree with you that there is bilateral considerations. But I also look at this as a problem, bilateral problem between India and Pakistan, which must be solved for better relations. You see, we have had, at one moment of time, we had a huge amount of Pakistani prisoners with us. So far as a prisoner is concerned in war, once the battle is over and you have captured him, he is no longer an enemy. You have to take care of him as per laid down Geneva Conventions.
Right.
And if we believe that those conventions have been broken, then we must take recourse to whatever action is. What is disappointing is that we don't see any concrete action over the 16 years that have gone past,
Yes.
irrespective of the government in power.
There was the NDA government to begin
Yeah.
with, in fact, following 99 as well till 2004.
Yeah.
Then you had 10 years of
Yeah.
UPA and then NDA.
Yeah.
So clearly when the BJP was raising this issue previously during
Yeah.
the Manmohan Singh government, they were aware of the ground rules. They knew that the rules wouldn't have
with
changed.
this kind of a mindset, we are only giving encouragement, tacit encouragement to the Pakistani army, and therefore we see consequently Hemraj and his friend being mutilated, their bodies being mutilated.
Right.
कि मोदी जी प्रधानमंत्री बनने के पहले कुछ कहते थे, प्रधानमंत्री बनने के बाद उनका व्यवहार अलग है। उनको लगता है मेरा लक्ष्य पूरा हो गया, अब मुझे किसी के प्रति जवाबदार नहीं हूं। लेकिन ये नहीं भूलना चाहिए कि जनता ने आपको बिठाया है, आपने जो बात कही है, वादे किए हैं, वो आपको निभाने चाहिए।
Colonel Thapar continues to be in the studio with us. Sir, also, it's easier perhaps to make those grandstanding statements when you're in the opposition, when you come to power. But if the government says that we are unable to go to International Court of Justice, what are the other ways that you can perhaps look at the other options for them?
First of all, I would like to say that Pakistan has gone any number of times to the International Court of Justice. So that is one issue.
Without having India's consent?
Without
pulling...
having consent in any case we we will not give, and
Right.
neither will they give. So the matter has to be brought to some forum from where it can be resolved.
You think the symbolism is important of at least trying to take the case all the
it's
way
not
up to
just symbolism.
ICJ, even if you don't
Yeah.
get the possible outcomes or if it's rejected?
Symbolism is one thing, but what I'm saying is that actual action, some action must be done. There's nothing, you're just, whether it is, as far as Pakistan is concerned, it is in denial for everything.
Yes.
You take the case of Ajmal Khassab. No, they don't. You take the Zahirul Lakhvi's case. They are not bothered about any evidence that you give. So evidence-wise, they will not agree to anything that you say.
Right.
Because they have already denied both Mr. Rahman Malik, General Rashid Qureshi, on various occasions they have simply denied.
So, but do
General
you feel
Qureshi
convinced when the politicians come up and say that, look, in all the Indo-Pakistan talks, we have always raised the issues, right from, of course, when Jaswant Singh was the defense minister, to other foreign ministers of NDA to UPA governments. Is that convincing enough when they say we have raised the issue?
No,
strongly?
I don't think the issues have been raised emphatically enough. The issues can be resolved when there is a desire on both sides
Right.
to get things sorted out. But if there is only one-sided desire all the time from India, trying to appease the Pakistanis, then we have this situation going
But
on.
also you think that this desire, in fact, to try and really seek justice for the family of Captain Saurabh Kalia and all the other martyrs of Kargil war perhaps is missing from whichever party is in
It is
power.
only a request that we just don't confine it to Saurabh Kalia's father.
Yes.
He is a son of the country. He is a soldier. He represents a larger concept. than
Yeah,
just
it's
the
it's
family.
about all the
Yeah,
brave
it's
soldiers
about
who
all
were
the
martyred in that war. We are slipping into a short break, but the Captain Saurabh Kalia family's fight for justice, along with, of course, other martyrs who have been demanding justice, that story remains top focus on India Today.